Alrighty then. Hello. How are everybody doing today? Alrighty. This is my my dress rehearsal right here for my severe weather coverage. I'm going to go through this, and I'm also, let me go ahead. I was going to start recording this too, so I'm also going to record this as well. I got to put another platform to put it on until I can figure out the multiple streaming live situation there. But I wanted to go through the platform here and kind of show every one of the different elements I put together here. In anticipation for the severe weather next week, I did a complete revamp here, kind of getting everything together. And so still working some coding issues I'm trying to overcome. I'm not an HTML expert by far, but I'm hoping to work with the right folks. I've gotten the code for severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings that I want to get populating down on my bottom of the screen, as well as a counter. I will probably try to do some of this manually as best I can until I get that problem taken care of. But I got the whole display here set up. So I wanted to break this down and kind of go through each one of my slides. If anybody comes across the video here, if you got any feedback or things that you recommended or you'd like to see, I'd love to see it. We do have a couple new features on here, like if I get a new subscriber on board, you can hit the button there, and that'll kind of give me a little alert there that somebody is subscribed to the channel. Also have the ability to pull up questions. For example, I can pull up any kind of question that comes into the chat and can bring them up, so I can do like that. Hey, you're welcome. So it's kind of an old one there I kind of used, but I can bring up questions and be able to answer folks individually while doing a severe weather coverage. So this here is the base map. This one here is using Radar Omega. It's pretty much the standard industry here for any YouTubers that you see online for severe weather. It's very user friendly. You can interact and do a lot of stuff. Right now I've got it focused here on the Northeast. Got some snows up there across New York State right now with that right now. And I've also got a different version of this as well. I've got one when we're into storm chaser mode. I just kind of put another video up there to kind of show what's going on with that. So let me kick out of studio mode here and make it a little quicker for me to pump through these. So there you see the one where I just got a little something a little different above there for looking what's going on the live side. I've also got this here. This will be also another severe weather chase 3 mode, and then on the far right corner, and obviously there's nothing going on there right now. Test chat. Hello. I've got the chat over here on the side. So as folks are asking questions or they're interacting over the reporting stuff from their location, we'll have the chat here on the side. And again, I'll have the ability to go into that chat and grab any kind of questions and stuff and bring them up on screen while we're doing live cover. So I think that's a nice little thing here to see that with that as well. So I've got a quad chart here. This is going to be for any of the storm chasers that I find out on YouTube that are out there changing. I'll put their general locations, and while they're chasing and stuff, I will also make sure that I put their links into my description down below. We'll make sure that they get their credit, and if anybody wants to follow the storm chasers who are out, they can go to their sites. Right now, I just put some generic websites in there for right now for folks to kind of go into if they want to go into that. I've got also have a storm reports one. This one is for just your regional coverage here. This one showing where the storm chasers are and stuff. So when I go in here, for example, I can go in there and I can highlight where this guy is. He's in the spotter network. He's active. Here's another one. He's stationary. So when storm reports come in, I can highlight different storm reports in a specific area on where we have some active weather going on at that time. The simulated radar here, of course, when we're covering severe weather, you want to get an idea where it's going. I will be using the high resolution model here. Weather Pivotal, got to count with those guys. And this kind of shows, okay, here's what's going on now, but we want to know where it's going to be going. So these are updated hourly. Right now I've just got it on a 48-hour loop, but you can do 18 hours, which is more than enough you need for when you're doing kind of wall-to-wall kind of severe weather coverage, so we can kind of get an idea with a simulated radar and get an idea of where a certain activity may be heading. So we have that as well. All right, so obviously you got to have a satellite imagery. We got the ultra, the enhanced here, looking and satellite imagery here that you can kind of see that and see what's going on with that. And we've also have the water vapor imagery, see where the highest levels of moisture in the atmosphere. Obviously, when you're dealing with thunderstorms and stuff, when you get the greens in there, you know you got a very heavy latent enhanced area of precipitable water in that area. So it really helps, especially when you see the big blow up of thunderstorms and things like that. So I've got that as well. Got a regional radar here. This, of course, with a regular map on there, kind of a wider perspective. Of course, you got the Doppler radar, which we're zoomed in on tight using radar Omega. Then we have a general one here, kind of see what's going on from a wider perspective here. Obviously, the Northeast got a nice little cold shot coming into the Northeast. They're dealing with some snow on the first full day of spring. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. That's definitely. Hello from Finger Lakes, New York. Hey, Pepper Girl, nice to meet you. Again, we're just getting ready for this potential severe weather for next week, and I'm kind of doing an overview here of my products here for watching what's going on. I know you guys up in New York City are definitely, or up in New York State, are getting some cold weather and some snow in that area. Obviously, you got to be able to show warnings and watches and things like that, and I have that ability to do that too. I really like this program because I can go in here, I can highlight, I can pull up the advisory, we can read it. Obviously, when we're talking severe weather, we can pull up the individual tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, things like that. So as they populate in, I can read that data and we can get that out to everybody. That'll be pretty nice. Airport delays, that's something else. I won't get to this too often, but if obviously we get some bad storms hitting a major hub, yeah, you may want to go ahead and hit on that. Like, for example, here, because what's going on up in the Northeast is very windy, they've got some pretty significant delays there at Washington National right now. So, Dulles International Airport. So I can be able to pull up and look at that data as well. Then we can go ahead and break it down by the categories. Obviously, you've seen this map a lot. You see this when we're talking about specific severe weather. We got marginal risk there across portions of Texas here. For today and tomorrow, no big deal there. And then there's the day 2 outlook there across Texas for tomorrow. Not really overly concerned about that right now. It's really the big storm system next week, Monday and Tuesday, that's got my attention. I did upload my latest video feedback on there. Hey, Johnny in Kentucky. Yo, nice to meet you there, brother. I lived in Kentucky. I was stationed at Fort Knox. Actually went to basic training there at Fort Knox, too. So definitely want to say hello to you there. All right, well, obviously I can break it down by the categories. Obviously, we don't have nothing. They got a very low risk tornado risk there, sitting there in Oklahoma. That's not really nothing to write home about. High wind, again, with that marginal risk for severe weather, that's what's there. And that's the hail risk day 1 outlook there. That's, again, where that marginal risk pockets were showing up. Again, this is not a big deal. Next week's, that's a big deal. We're going to be seeing that as well. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it there, John. I really do appreciate it. All right, and then I've got the triad. This is a way to look at all 3 of those graphics at one time, so I don't have to linger on one, but I can highlight one if I want to. So I got tornado, high risk, large risk. I can look at all 3. Obviously, if we're talking about tornadoes, you better be able to talk about tornado safety guidelines. So I got a guideline on that as well. And then lastly, and I'll probably add these depending on what's going on, and I have to go out and look and see where I can find particular stuff going on. I can look at live shots, and I'll probably put a few live cameras depending on where the activity is going. Like, for example, if I know we got severe weather going into St. Louis, well, I'm going to go look for a St. Louis webcam, and I'm going to put a live shot in there so we can kind of see what's going on top of the storm chasers that are going out there. So I think I've got a pretty good solid product here. I got a lot of stuff that I can go to. I think the only thing I need to add to my product here is probably one for the video screen here for when maybe I have to go to the restroom or something, like stand by for a potty break or something like that. Because when you're doing wall to wall, and I've done a lot of these over the years, obviously working in television, I've done these, and it's something that you just want to be able to do it. What I like about social media is that you can really do a lot of interaction. Something I didn't really have set up before, but I have now. Obviously, with the chats that are on board, I can do that. I can highlight people's different inquiries and stuff like that. But it is definitely a working product. So I've seen what's out there in social media. We all know there's some good folks out there who do some good stuff, but I decided, I want to throw my hand in the ring, and hopefully for anybody who comes across this video and wants to kind of get a preview here, you will decide to come over and give me a look-see and try to do the best. I don't hype every storm. It's so hard in the YouTube universe because you're trying to get viewers, you're trying to get people to come to you, but at the same time, it's not raining cats and dogs for every single storm system. That's why I am not jumping up and down about the slight margin risk for stuff going on today. I know some folks will do that. I just won't. It's just not the way I do business. So anyway, that is a quick overview here. Again, I am working with Streamlab, and I'm going to see about trying to figure out a way to also be able to stream this over on my Facebook platform for the TV market I used to work in. I have a pretty good large following there, and I do daily forecasts for those folks, and I want to be able to stream my live broadcasts over there as well. So anyway, that's it for now. Just a 10-minute preview. Again, we're expecting severe weather on Monday and Tuesday of next week. I think by Wednesday things have settled down. But those 2 days, and of course, we're still a few days out. The timing could change a little bit, and I will continue to monitor. Probably have another update for you guys for not tomorrow, but on Friday. I'll wait a couple days. We get a little closer, see what's going on. I just posted an update on what I'm looking at currently for today. That is on my YouTube channel, and you can check that out. All right, that's it for now, guys. I appreciate you watching. Big thanks to Prepper Girl and to John. I appreciate you guys checking in for this quick live broadcast. Till then, we'll see you guys hopefully next week, and hopefully we'll keep everybody safe and ready to go for this action weather we're expecting here for the last week of March. And obviously, we still got April, May to get through, so plenty of time to stay busy. All right, appreciate it. You guys take it easy. Stay safe. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.